on that note, being that he's had a lot of allegations, and
a lot.
Just as celebrities, as a whole, get a lot of allegations, and we've touched on it briefly in the past before. Do celebrities get a pass for what the average person can't get away with? Like the average person that's sleeping with 14-year-old girls, the average adult, let's just say,
right,
that's sleeping with 14-year-old girls would not get a pass in society.
Oh,
no. The hood number one wouldn't allow that.
Not a child, no.
If that person got arrested, the jail wouldn't allow that, accept that.
Yeah.
Just family and friends don't accept things like that, but with...
That's not accepting at all.
R. Kelly and, celebrities, they tend to get away with a lot more. And people, still support them, still buy their records. We could talk about the Chris Brown situation. Like the average person that just smacks a woman, like his whole career is done. Like everybody's going to label him a woman beater, and that's basically the label he's gonna end. He's gonna have to look over his shoulders basically for the rest of his life.
Yeah, but I think because also Rihanna, she also came out and spoke about it, so people kind of like a little sympathy towards him, I think, because she did come out and talk about it. Not saying that she was at fault, but she did say that they were young and they did a lot of stuff, and I think people kind of sympathized with him.
But I don't know if the average person, like if
they did that, I know.
If a woman tried to defend, because that's actually that's what happens.
Right.
In domestic violence situations, that the woman usually blames herself, takes the blame away from the guy, but people still are not going to accept that.
Right.
But like you said, Rihanna, gave her explanation and people accepted it, and people accept Chris Brown. And it's not saying that I'm not saying that people should not be forgiven for things that they do. I don't want to make it seem like once you do something that
people do make mistakes, and not because they're celebrity, they're still human. People think sometimes like they're human, like everybody else.
I just feel like the average person should get the same level of forgiveness as a celebrity does, because celebrities get their forgiveness because they're a celebrity. They entertain people, they make people feel good. So once they have a stain or their reputation is tarnished, people try to clean it up because they're entertained by the person. So, but the average person, that's what I say. I don't think that once you do something that's it, like should be labeled for that forever. Right. I think that people should be forgiven for mistakes, or even if they did something intentionally, but they realized that it was wrong, and they apologize for it and they change their lives. I do feel like there should be a level of forgiveness. But like I said, that should extend to everybody and not just entertainers. So
yeah, that's just like today. Actually, this happened maybe about 3:00. The news broke that Demi Lovato, she was rushed to the hospital for an overdose. They're not even sure her condition, but people were so like shunned, like she's on drugs, she not because she's a celebrity, she's a normal person, and people are just shocked that she was even on drugs because she doesn't give that persona of somebody being on drugs, so.
But drugs are just rampant in the
Yeah, but people are like online. The comments are like they can't believe that it would happen to her, an overdose. People can't believe it, but I mean she's a regular person, and I don't know. She hit it very well. I hope she's okay. You don't wish anything bad, but I mean the comments are like they can't believe it that she overdosed.
Yeah, but I mean, drugs are just rampant in the entertainment business, drugs, alcohol.
Do you think because they have such easy access to it?
Yes, they have access.
And they have the money.
Yeah, they have the money, they have the access, and that's, once you become an entertainer on a certain level, you party a lot, and usually those are considered recreational drugs. So, they have plenty of access to drugs, and like you said, the money to get it. So if they want to,
but that is true. A lot of people in entertainment feel they go to these house parties, and it's like the drugs are there for you. The drugs are laid out on the table like hors d'oeuvres.
And
it's there,
Wendy Williams, just recently admitted to
but people knew she was on drugs. She was on
cocaine. Like she's been functioning off of cocaine for.
No, she was on heavy drugs.
Yeah.
Not only cocaine. She was like I don't know how she did it, but she was on lot of stuff, more than that. She was on a lot of stuff, and I think that's why she was talking a lot of reckless stuff back then. I mean, you know how many people wanted to beat her up at the radio station? Like, literally beat her up?
But that was part of her persona anyway.
You think so?
You know, pretty much, that's...
Just being reckless at the mouth?
Yeah. You know, some people, you know, especially, you know, with radio, you want entertain, you know, television... You want to be edgy because you want to get the edge over your competitors.
Yeah,
you can't just be basic. You know, you always
you have to have something about you where people are gonna, you know, want to listen or want to watch you. You know, you can't just sit there and be boring. But still, she was reckless. No, she was reckless, and I didn't even know that Charlemagne was an intern for her. That's how he got into I never knew that.
Awesome.
Yeah,
because you're not that much younger than me, but yeah, that
okay. You don't have to tell my age, but okay, yes.
No, but he was.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know.
No, that was not only the intern. I mean,
he kind of said he learned from her.
He was technically her co-host, like on the show. Like he was, you know, input. That's basically how he was. He got his persona because he used to interact with her. That was basically, you know.
Yeah.
His her co-host.
Right.
You know, right before she left for television. So, yeah, and that's how he became popular because he was interacting with her on her show. So, basically, you know, entertainment, you know, not saying that it should go hand in hand with drugs, but unfortunately, it does.
It does. I mean, even the celebrities, sometimes they show themselves on social media smoking stuff and doing stuff and saying certain things, so people are just gonna follow suit. It's not right, but they figure, if my celebrity this is doing it, I can do it too, especially the young kids. You know, you have to be a role model. I think once you're in the celebrity world, you should be some kind of role model and kind of
that's
watch what you
and that's probably a good subject to think about. Should celebrities be role models? Should they have a social consciousness? Or should they just entertain?
What about people even on the radio? We're on the radio. Do you think we still should hold a certain level of
like the type of
what we do?
The type of show that we're doing, like we have to be careful of what we put out there.
Right.
So I would say on this level, yeah. But if you know, when it comes to just making music or, you know, acting or stuff like that, well, I'll see what the people think. 718-393-5385.
Any level you have to be cautious of what you put out and how people perceive you and what you do.
If you entertain anybody in the entertainment business, just let us know what you think. 718-393-5385. Should entertainers have a social consciousness?
Yes.
And Miss Stacy says yes. So we want to hear what everybody else says.
To a certain extent, yes. To a certain extent, yeah. You have to be cautious of what you do and what you say.
The Gallery every Tuesday. Miss Stacy, Nicole Renee, and